So when I hear a definition of transparency, I think of at least three different things that you need to think about as an advertiser. One is financial accountability, that where does the money go? Who in the environment, who along the value chain is making what money? You need to have transparency around that. Then there's the transparency in the media execution. So thinking about when you buy the media, how much is in view, how much is in demo, how much is brand safe, and how much is human traffic versus non-human traffic. So the accountability and auditing of understanding those four pillars of accountability. And last but not least, it's transparency in the whole data structure underneath the tech stack that you've built yourself. So understanding how your data passes from one system to another. When you make an integration, do you lose all your I/O data? Or iOS data? Do you lose all your mobile data? Is it all alive when you get there? Understanding when you're doing measurement, is there a true device, across device graph underneath that, so you can understand the reach and frequency of what you're buying, or is it basically without cross device and you are losing a lot of impressions based on that? So in the journey to transparency, I think that our business has come a long way. Most of the big players in the business have spent a vast amount of resources to move that forward. I think still there's a need to move the transparency agenda a bit higher up. It needs to be a strategic decision to wanting transparency. It's not a tactical issue. And this means a number of things, but one of the most important things it means is that it's every dollar you need to account for. So it's not just once in a while that you're looking to get transparency on your media investment, it's every time. It means that you need to find tech suppliers where the cost is low, where the automation is high, where the scalability is high, so that you can measure and get transparency on every impression or every media buy that you have. I think probably one of the biggest obstacles is the whole data structure. How do you create a data structure that's strong enough to support you in your quest for transparency? So one of the areas that we are working a lot with is getting frequency right. And to get frequency right, you need to be able to understand that it's the same user across a number of devices. So today we have the three classical devices: the mobile phone, the tablet, and the computer. If you don't understand that it's the same person using three devices, you end up thinking that it's three people. So your reach is 3x on what reality is. So that's the shortest I can tell. And that there's a number of that type of examples in the data structure that needs to be in place. Yeah, so the area of which is a hot topic these days, addressable TV. That is an area that's let's say challenging on the device recognition side. So today we'd have the three classical devices: the phone, the tablet, the computer. Once you step into addressable TV, it's the Rokus, it's the Apple TVs, it's the PlayStations, it's the Samsung TVs. It's basically every vehicle for serving something on a bigger screen that needs to be accounted for somehow. And that's quite hard because the nature in these devices is very different from the natures that we know, where you have interactive screens and you can type in and work with it the way we're used to from the three classical devices. I think there's two things. There are, the two most exciting things I could think of these days is probably one from a media screen perspective. I think addressable TV is hugely interesting. There's a big growth. It's destined to keep growing as more and more digital, or more and more TV goes digital, and more TV goes from small screen to large screen, which I think also is an interesting trend. And then I'm hugely interested personally in the area around privacy and data. Who should be holding and controlling the data? I believe that somewhere in the future, it's probably not around the corner, but we will, as individuals, be the true holder of our own data, and then we will let other people in. I don't know what technology to use for that. Blockchain might be an idea, but I'm not sure if at the end of the day it's going to be like that. But one thing I am sure of is that we will, and GDPR is just one step in that direction, we will be more and more in control of our own data.